Jason Lee is trying to get his get back because Joe Budden and Melyssa Ford was making fun of his situation with the city of Stockton. Now, for those of you who don't know, they allegedly say he took some money or stole some money out of a fund that he wasn't supposed to use for the WildnOut event. Mind you, Jason Lee was working on the WildnOut event because, you know, he used to work with Nick Cannon. Now, this is where it gets a little funny because it's all like, okay, were you double dipping? Because the city said they didn't approve for you to take those funds, because what happened was that WildnOut was going to cancel their event because of low ticket sales. And so he was all like, oh, well, let me go ahead and dig in this fund for the $50,000. The arena put up $100,000 so they wouldn't cancel the event. Now, here's my thing. If it was low ticket sales and whether or not they're going to put on the event or not, like, I don't think that was really a need for you to take that money from that fund and try to pay the WildnOut. And especially if you're working that event, it just looks shady. It's really a conflict of interest. But however, hey, Jason Lee said he was allowed to do it. Hey, be my guest. I'm just saying, it don't look right. And to be honest, with Jason Lee's political aspirations, it just seemed like really everything is like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at what I'm doing. And it's not like about the people. And maybe Jason, he needs to work on that, because at the same time, you're there to help the people. And trust me, I didn't live in Stockton, but I'm from the Central Valley, and just seeing the way Stockton is, it needs a lot of help. And if you're just doing it just so that you got another notch on your belt or to boost your resume, Jason, let somebody who really want to do the work do the job. A clip of Joe Budden and Melyssa Ford, or let's say the whole Joe Budden podcast, talking about the Jason Lee situation.
Jason Lee. Now, let me tell you something, Jason Lee. This is why I don't fuck with you. But we squashed our shit, but this is why I don't fuck with you. I've been on Hollywood Unlocked ever since the story is broken. I ain't seen a peep. I'm just waiting for you to post your shit.
You want him to unlock his own shit?
Yeah. Unlock that shit. You can't take the money from the Risk and Litigation Fund and give it to WildnOut so they could do a May event in the town. And then he went to City Hall and doubled down. Jason Lee. Man, what do you think about this? As someone who used to work with him and has a close understanding, like inside source, like a source for this. Like, as someone that has inside knowledge of his inner workings and the business infrastructure over there at Hollywood, how do you feel about this? Man? As someone that's worked closely with Jason Lee for 10 years.
Well, 4.
Which is 10. How do you feel about this? Mel always looked like the lights just got cut on when somebody asked that question. Mel, are you awake, girl?
I am. I don't even know how to respond because I'm just...
You just came from the Black Journalist of Canada and Cleveland conference with Rebecca. Maria Sharapova. What the fuck is going on in here?
I just heard it for the first time, so I'm like processing what they just said, and I'm just like, I don't know how to respond.
He's not gonna get at you if you comment. That's what you concerned? We will fry him up.
I'm not concerned about that. I don't know. I'm just processing what I was just told.
He took $50,000 and paid WildnOut so they could continue, won't cancel the show in Stockton
from the Risk and Litigation Fund.
That's it. What do you feel about that?
Risk and litigation sound like the last place you should take this. Niggas need this. It's risky.
For WildnOut.
For WildnOut.
That's some sicko shit, but I'm here for it, Jason. I'm here for it, but she's still stunned.
No, I mean...
Don't worry about it, girl. It's fine.
I get the why he did it, but you still can't do it.
Why he did it?
Again...
WildnOut is a hit.
No, but okay, if it wasn't, obviously it wasn't a hit there. If the show was threatened to be canceled due to low ticket sales. And we've already had other shows canceled. Well, look, if we've already had other shows canceled...
You ever met Big Face? Let me tell you the trick. This is a trick freeze. The promoter said that the ticket sales was low. The promoter called and said, yo, I need an extra $150 to run this.
If we've already had shows canceled here, now when you get, if Ish is getting ready to do a tour and your booking agent, Stockton, they don't show, we're gonna skip Stockton because
cease and desist Ish tour.
For those of you who don't know, Jason Lee used the Makonnen and Joe Budden beef to get a dig at Joe Budden and also Melyssa Ford. He threatened to expose Joe Budden. Now, the thing is, the only thing I can think of is what Cardi B had recently said about Joe Budden's girlfriend. I guess she be letting different dudes hit and quit it, and if that's a secret, that's a secret, but maybe Jason Lee knows a little bit more. Also, he talked about how nasty Melyssa Ford is, and she got mildew in her tub. Yes, mildew. And now Melyssa Ford, she was the hottest video vixen back in the early 2000s, but I can't imagine her nasty, but she looked like she don't cook or clean, so now I can kind of see, she might be a little nasty, but damn, Jason don't play fair. When you piss Jason Lee off, he is going to get you back. And something happened with that whole fallout with the whole Melyssa Ford getting into a car accident and then eventually leaving Hollywood on lock, and that whole situation was really messy. But it does seem like Jason Lee don't forget old beef, and he's definitely going to drag both of them.
Let me say this. Okay, Joe, I know that you've recently had a lot to say about me on your show, and your show doesn't really have the mental acuity that would require or warrant me to actually spend enough time to respond. I'm going to respond, though, only because I think you really want to see if I still have that little edge, that thing that I have, and I'm going to give it to you. Pause. I'm just not going to give it to you right now. Let me say that it really is disheartening to hear Melyssa Ford giggling in the background as we're hearing this, when I know I've seen you at the depths of your low. And when Blue Taluzma put the mildew from your bathtub all online, and you probably didn't like that. That was a low that you probably forgot now that you've moved back to New York City and where you guys have rats and shit. But you can't forget where you come from. I remember my mother raising me in a cockroach-infested 2-bedroom apartment while she struggled with drugs. I remember the government cheese. I remember Latchkey Kid. I remember all the times that we went without things. I remember TV dinners. I remember selling our furniture so she could take care of her habit. I remember all the lowest times in my life. It's people like you, bullies, who, when you think he's at a low of his life, because he seemed happy to me. His hair looked good. He looked healthy. Skin looked great. He wasn't hiding. You didn't catch him like Lil Bow Wow in the back of a plane acting like he was on a jet. He actually was showing you who his real life is. And so to laugh and make a joke about it, it just really shows, it shows you for who you are. And so now people get to see you while you're laughing at him. There's a lot of people going back who are struggling right now, by the way, in a country that's on the decline, looking at you going, really? But then you also had people like Rory and Miles say that you didn't even pay them when they were working for you. But, who's the joke? And I think it's more commendable to see somebody like that be honest than to see you playing in this.
And I want to say this too. Whether or not you like Jason Lee, you have to know that this man is still very petty, and he's in the whole celebrity gossip entertainment field. So whatever information that he has on you, he is going to use it against you. My only thing with Jason Lee is at this point, you need to grow up. If you're representing a whole city, then represent your city. I think he needs to cut ties with the whole Hollywood Unlocked. And I don't mean giving up his business, but maybe stepping away from giving commentary or stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, Joe Budden is doing the same thing that you do, Jason. He's not doing anything differently. Hell, I'll even throw myself in there. We all don't do things differently. Shit, we gossiping like some bitches. I hate to put it just simple like that, but yeah, it's gossip is gossip. You can say, oh, I have journalistic integrity. It's gossiping about people's lives that you have no business on talking about. Let's just call a spade, right? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about all this, because at the end of the day, I just want to watch all of this go down so we, the people, can be entertained by the mess. Deuces, everybody. We out. He's in the same business. Like, you talk shit for a living. That's what I do. Talk shit for a living. Yeah, you can say it's journalism, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, we give our opinion and people want our opinion. They just don't want us to report on the story. They want our opinion, and that's what they're doing. But hey, go ahead and expose them. I'm here for it.